Sawadee everyone, long time no see you. I'm here with my friend Nitin. We're walking here in Sakon Nakhon in the Isan province, not too far from Laos. And I thought I would just give you a quick update because I haven't been making any video for 3 weeks, almost a month. And I made a post where I explained what happened 3 weeks ago, but many of you didn't read it because obviously I keep reading messages and comments of people asking like, what happened to you? Why you don't post video, etc. So many of you read my post and I'm so thankful for your messages and for your good wishes and for your prayers. Thank you so much. But many of you still don't know what happened, so I thought I would just make this quick video where I update you on what is going on. So basically 3 weeks ago in Phuket, my girlfriend had a bad scooter accident. I was at home, so I was not with her. She was by herself with a scooter. At an intersection, she hit another scooter and she hit her head badly, and she also broke her sacral bone, and she had different injuries. And yeah, it was pretty bad accident, unfortunately. Luckily, she had the helmet. I cannot imagine what would have happened if she didn't have a helmet. Even with the helmet, she still hit her head and she had some brain injuries. She had some blood actually in her brain. So it was a very delicate situation, very dangerous, very scary also to see what happened to Ploy. We spent 3 weeks in hell, in and out of the hospital. So it was very hard time, of course, for her, but also for me and for her family that try to support her. And now we are here in her hometown. After 2 weeks in Phuket, we decided to move to her hometown so her family also can take care of her. Her brain is much better right now. Also her mind is, she's pretty lucid. She can talk, she can understand everything. While before she was not so able to understand and to speak, and she was very confused. So it was very scary to see her in that condition. But now she's completely recovered mentally. Unfortunately, her sacral bone is still broken, so she still cannot walk, and she still has some problem with her eyes, so she cannot see clearly. But she's doing so much better, and it's so good that she's here with her family now. Like, we are taking care of her, and it's just great to see her recovery like this. But of course, yeah, it has been 3 very tough weeks for all of us, and of course I was not able to make any video. I was not in the right mood. I was just full-time supporting her. We were just going in and out of the hospital, and luckily now she's starting to get better, and also for me it started to grow the desire again to give an update to you and maybe hopefully make some new videos in the coming days. Nitin is shy, but he comes with me. We became friends here in Sakon Nakhon. He's so cute, so nice. We hang out all the time. We go around, we go feed the dog. He actually has 3 cows here, so we go feed the cows. It's just a great local experience here. I'm really happy that I'm kind of merging and experiencing this new like local Thai lifestyle. It's really nice. So yeah, I was saying that's the reason why I disappeared for 3 weeks, almost a month here on YouTube. I really hope to come back very soon. I also want to come back to kind of a normal life because the past 3 weeks has been really intense. And I also want to give a shout out to a subscriber called Stefan that reached out to me after reading the post 3 weeks ago. He's a doctor in Austria. I want to give a shout out to him because he reached out to me and he told me like, hey, if you need any help, if you need any recommendation, any advice, just reach out to me. And for the past 3 weeks we've been in touch in WhatsApp, and he's been extremely helpful for me, giving me like second opinion, tell me like what to do, give me like feedback about the medicine that the doctor in Thailand gave me. So super thankful for Stefan. If you're watching this video, thank you so much for your support. And to end this video, I want to share with you 3 lessons that I learned during this very hard time in the past 3 weeks. Actually 3 plus 1, so it will be probably 4 lessons. And the first one is always wear a helmet, especially in Thailand, which is the most dangerous country in the world in terms of motorbike accident. Ploy was lucky enough to wear a helmet, but she still hit her head and she still had like her brain bleeding. So imagine if she didn't have a helmet, probably she wouldn't be here today. So make sure to always wear a helmet and be very careful in Thailand. If you're planning to drive a scooter or motorbike, a big bike like me for example, be very careful because it's extremely dangerous. There is a cow here hanging out with us. The second lesson is to always have an insurance. Luckily, Ploy had an insurance, so the insurance covered most of the medical costs, but still we had to pay some extra costs out of our pocket. Her medical bill was quite expensive, but not so much expensive as for some other people. So please always make sure that you have an insurance that will cover you also for accident, for any emergency, for any medical treatment here in Thailand, because otherwise you can be in serious financial trouble if your accident is very big. So that's the second lesson that I learned directly through this experience. The third lesson that I personally experienced during these 3 weeks is that Thai doctors and the Thai medical system is great, but be careful because it's not the same as the West. For example, in my case, we got misdiagnosed 2 times and we had several issues during these 3 weeks. For example, for the first 3 days, they didn't even diagnose her sacral bone was broken. They didn't even notice that. So for 3 days, Ploy was in extreme pain and they couldn't understand why. And only after 3 days, they realized that her sacral bone was broken. That's crazy. That I think it will never happen in the West. And another thing, for example, is that her brain injury caused Ploy not to sleep for several days, and she was going through some very hard times. She was not really conscious. She was like talking a lot of things without any sense, and we were struggling a lot for a few days. But they actually released her from the hospital only after 2 days. So we were at home without any support, without any doctor, and we were struggling to know what to do because she was not sleeping. She was very confused. She was like going through some hard time, and actually one day I had to just call an ambulance and bring her back to the hospital to get some treatment, to get some medicine in order to sleep. And then talking with the doctor in Europe, they told me this is crazy, that will never happen in Europe because they will keep her in a hospital until everything is under control. So that shows that, you know, there can be some flaws in the Thai medical system. So if you can, always get a second opinion. Maybe you have a doctor in the West, always double check because you can get some misdiagnosed in Thailand, or maybe you will not be treated as well in Thailand as you will be in the West. So that was the third lesson for me that I hope it's helpful also for you if you're planning to come to Thailand. And then the fourth and last lesson that I'm learning during this week is just touching directly how fragile and how vulnerable our life can be. Our life, me and Ploy, we were having a really great time. As you probably saw in the YouTube channel, we were just traveling, going beautiful places in Thailand, just having a great time and a great life together. And then all of a sudden, in just 1 second, you just hit another motorbike and then you are on the road, and before you know, you're in a hospital with a brain injuries, with your brain bleeding and not be able to walk, and your life just changes from 1 minute to another. When you least expected, something like this can happen. And it can be like a motorbike accident, can be a car accident, can be so many things, can be a terminal illness, can be anything. This just shows us how fragile and how vulnerable, and also at the same time how precious our life is. So the great lesson for me that I want to share with you today is just to appreciate life on a daily basis and appreciate what you have. Appreciate if you're in good health. Appreciate if you can walk. Actually, now Ploy is struggling so much because she's not able to walk, and she's just praying and willing and hoping that she can walk again. That's such a thing that we usually give for granted. You know, I can walk, I can run, I can do all those things on a regular basis. So it's a great reminder to appreciate our life and to appreciate our health, and always to be grateful to be alive, to be grateful maybe to have some great families around us, some parents, some brothers, some sisters, some friends. You know, during our busy life and day to day, we always forget these kind of things, and usually we get reminded of it again once these kind of things happen, during an illness, during an accident. Those are precious gifts. So I'm here right now in Sakon Nakhon, in Ploy's hometown. We are having a great time. We are helping and supporting Ploy. Hopefully in a few days she will recover again. She will be able to walk. We are going daily to visit doctors, to get opinion, to get medicine, to get support. Actually, I will be flying to Phuket soon because I have some appointments there, and then I will be back here to the hometown, and hopefully I will get some sort of inspiration again to start making videos, because also for me it's important to get back on track and kind of move on. But of course the priority is always Ploy and supporting her in her recovery. So thank you so much for watching this video. This was my video update of what is happening to me. Unfortunately, this accident was not so pleasant, but luckily things are getting better and we are going the right direction. Again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your kind words, and I will see you hopefully soon in the coming videos. A big hug from Sakon Nakhon. Man, this place is so sabai, really relaxed, beautiful nature, beautiful rice field. It's such a special place, and with this little boy it's even better, you know. They have a great family here and I'm really enjoying it so much. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.